all-time Broncos played the all-time Bengals and won in their prime, who wins?
Shit,
I thought that was a great question, which is why I'm putting together the all-time NFL team tourney. All the teams in the NFC, all the teams in the AFC, every team's best players, and then we match them up in the playoffs and see who wins. Let's orchestrate the teams before we can do that. Yesterday, I did the Detroit Lions all-time offense. Today, it's the all-time Detroit Lions defense. And really, while all these players are good because it's the all-time defense for the Lions, it ended up being the best position group up to the worst position group, in my opinion. That front four looks absolutely stout. It's going to be difficult to find ones even on all-time teams that are better than this. Robert Porcher and Aiden Hutchinson on the edges, and Ndamukong Suh and Alex Karras honing in the middle. Next up, I'm already calling it. Brian Branch will be an all-time safety for the Detroit Lions, and he beats out Benny Blades in my opinion. Hot take, I know. And for the other safety slot, Hall of Famer Jack Christensen. Now for the cornerback positions, you can think of a lot of people. Terry Fair, Dre Bly, Darius Slay, all great players. But my dad always said Lynn Barney was his favorite Detroit Lions player of all time. R.I.P. Dad, I'm putting him in there, and Night Train Lane is a Hall of Famer and somebody who was definitely feared back in the day. We'll round it out with great players, don't get me wrong, but this is the weakest position group in my opinion for the Detroit Lions. Everybody loves Chris Spielman. You're not a Lions fan if you tell me that Chris Spielman doesn't belong on there, and then we'll round it out with Joe Schmidt and Wayne Walker. But the Lions honestly have not been drafting linebackers high, so we haven't ended up with great products out of that, and whenever we do, they end up being misses. Or at least misses relative to where we took them in the draft. That is your Detroit Lions all-time defensive team, and that completes the Detroit Lions as a whole all-time team. Next up will be the Chicago Bears. Stay tuned. We're doing all 32 teams and then having them play it out. Give me a follow if you want to see how that ends up.